When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
People's votes!
When do we want it?
Now!
Okay, good evening. Willkommen, Volksja. Welcome here to Cambridge. Today is Friday, the 29th of March, Brexit Day. And are we leaving the EU today?
No!
And why aren't we leaving the EU today? Well, it might be because Theresa May has made a terribly bad job of the Brexit process. I think anybody on all sides of the argument can agree that. It might be because all forms of Brexit are damaging to the UK. It might be because those who drove the Brexit process and wanted us to Brexit never had a coherent plan for it. But there is another reason, and that's you people. The fact that you have not given up fighting Brexit for the last 2.5 years. The fact that you still believe we can keep the UK here in the EU. And they called you Ramoners. They called you citizens of nowhere, saboteurs. They even called you traitors. They said Brexit was the will of the people. They said that we should shut up. They said that we should get over it. But did you? No! Of course you didn't, because you weren't willing to stand around while the future of this country was sold out to a bunch of fascists, fantasists and frauds. And now where are we today? Look how far we've come. In June, we had a coach going down to the People's Vote March. There were 50 people on it. Oh no, they're coming back again. NV4. Then we should pause a second. And I was just getting into my stride. I'll start up again. Okay, so in June we had 50 people on coaches going down to People's Vote March. In October it was 120. In just last Saturday it was 240. And we had thousands more going down by train. And that's not just happening here in Cambridge, it's all over the country. I mean, I can remember 2.5 years ago, we had a loose network of a few dozen organisations based in really strong Remain areas who are wondering what the hell we do now. And now we have a movement of hundreds of local groups all up and down the country, everywhere. But a movement which mobilised 1 million people last Saturday to march in London. A movement which has got 6 million signatures almost on a petition to revoke Article 50. It's an incredible achievement, and it's mostly thanks to you guys. So whatever happens today, in the next few days, the next week, and we don't know whether we're on the brink of disaster, we don't know whether we're on the brink of victory with the People's Vote campaign, we don't know whether it'll just be another week of, I don't know. But whatever happens, we will keep campaigning for the UK to stay in the EU. And we will go forward knowing that together we are strong. Now, this week there has been some votes in Parliament, indicative votes, quite a new phenomenon, it's not been tried many times. But I thought we should do a few indicative votes here tonight. So we're not going to go through all the options because frankly I don't think any of us have the time for the Malthouse Part B option. With the stomach, yeah. That too. But what I'll do is I'll mention several options, and after each option I want you to clap and cheer or jeer or boo or hiss, or however, just respond in the way that first occurs to you. So the first option, we'll start with the one that actually wasn't on the indicative votes, which is Theresa May's deal. Okay, so how about a no-deal Brexit? Yeah, I thought it'd be a bit like that. Okay, so how about single market 2.0? I didn't think so. A customs union, anyone? Yeah. Okay, how about a people's vote on Brexit with the option to stay in the EU? Okay. We're not quite done yet. How about MPs revoke Article 50? I kind of thought that would be popular. Now we've got some great speakers lined up for you tonight here. But first, I think before we introduce them all, what I would like to say what I'd like you to do is to thank two of our speakers, one who actually isn't here, unfortunately. Who have done an awful lot over the last few weeks, months and years to really transform this situation, and have done so at risk of their own political careers. And one of them has come here straight from voting down Theresa May's version 3. I can't believe it's not Brexit. So a really big hand for Daniel Zeichner MP for Cambridge and Heidi Allen MP for South Cambridge here. Okay, unfortunately Heidi Allen couldn't be here tonight, but we do have one of our former committee members, Catherine Squirrels, who's volunteered to read out a statement on her behalf.
Strong and stable?
Yes, strong and stable, yes. Pause and take a deep breath. It's the 29th of March.
Speak up.
The sun is shining.
Turn the volume up!
It's the 29th of March. It's still the 29th of March. The sun is shining. You are in one of the greatest, most multicultural, open cities in the world. And we are still members of the EU. Whenever constituents have asked me what Brexit would be like, I told them it would be the most turbulent airplane ride of their lives. And so it continues to be. But with our heads down, undaunted by the height of the summit, day by day, vote by vote, amendment by amendment, and march by march, we are making the case to stay. Every week, I leave the House of Commons battle weary and as concerned as you as to what comes next. But this week, buoyed by the phenomenal support of the People's Vote March and the Revoke Article 50 petition, Parliament started to take back control. It's messy, it's chaotic, it can be emotional, but I feel for the first time a real glimmer of hope. I will continue to work cross-party with my good friend Daniel, your MP here in the city, to find a way through this mess. We are both unashamed Remainers, both united in a desire to fight tooth and nail for you to have that confirmatory vote. Monday will be a further opportunity to try and find compromise across the House, because we know that a people's vote is the only solution to this impasse. So I'm sorry I can't be with you this evening. It's been quite a day and I haven't made it back home in time. But I send you my best wishes and raise a glass to toast the 29th of March with you the day we didn't leave the EU.